Hi, good morning. This is Andrew Lalo, Rudy President. Well, so good to see you folks, and I'm happy that we can able to give you something very new to cut. Not new, but we did actually talk about this before. But a lot of people don't realize if you can use probiotics and rich food and or buying some probiotic yourself can really help you to better manage your gut and also better manage your diabetic and control your blood sugar. So a lot of time, really at the end of the day, if you can buy some like yogurt or also on food, your coat and all these things can definitely help you. So today, our webinar just give you a little dive deeply to get you better understand what is really good for you in the probiotic rich food. And actually, in Hong Kong, US, and other places, you can buy those food, or you can actually take some probiotic yourself, and that's pre-made and all that, and I'll show you what is the benefit. And that's what we're going to do today. And today's lecture will be a very informative one, and definitely help you really, get you more information why you want to also take some probiotic. And it's good for your bowel and good for all your bowel movement also. So, and plus control your diabetic is the most important or pre-diabetic. The sugar doesn't go up and just uh, your basically your insulin will work better. So all these things will be very, very good for you. So basically, today lecture is that's what we're trying to do today. So it would be very nice to to have this information for you, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we start how probiotic rich foods support your type 2 diabetes. Okay, so that's today's lecture. So basically, we'll talk to you a little bit more. Wow, what is, why bacteria is have some influence control on your blood sugar and how probiotic food are most beneficial to you. Like, for example, after you take the probiotic, why it helps on your sugar to become better, and how to add this kind of probiotic into your food. And it's very easy. It's easy to get. It's there. And I think many of you guys can eat it all the time. So we just want to indicate to you, hey, eat more of that. That would be good for you, and how those you can help. And basically, today's lecture is that. And I think it's going to be very, very informative today. Now, I saw a lot of people here today. I'm not familiarized, but it's okay because new customer come in is nice. We can catch up. So I always talk about the four stage of diabetic. Yesterday, actually, I gave a couple lectures to different places. One is actually for one university, and they were all surprised. They didn't know why they would become diabetic from the early stage. If LDL cholesterol goes up, you mentioned high blood pressure. Many of them say, "Oh, I have high LDL cholesterol." Many of them say, "Oh, I have high blood pressure." All those are pre-diabetic symptom or sign that will eventually move you into pre-diabetic stage. So all these people who you about 30, 40 years old, and then not even 50, they all have this high LDL cholesterol coming, and some of them has already become a stage 2. So they all really surprised. Oh, this is how it works. Well, today I'm going to let you know again how does this work. The first stage, LDL cholesterol goes up, and when it goes up, it damages the B cell coming out from the pancreas. The B cells will take sugar to the cells, and when damaged, the sugar doesn't go in the cells. Then they will circulate in the bloodstream, so the bloodstream get more and more sugar. The problem is going to start. Yeah, LDL cholesterol plus the sugar, the blood become thick, and when that becomes thick, they form plaques everywhere on the vessel wall. You see this vessel wall, and become less and less space. The second stage will come in. The blood sugar will go. The blood pressure will goes up. And at this time, unfortunately, you have no signs of any problem because you don't feel anything. So the blood pressure will continue goes up, and you stay the same old lifestyle. And net result, soon you will be end up to get the stage 3, which is called the pre-diabetic stage. And that's yesterday. That's a lot of my audience who listen to the lecture. They say, "Oh, this is where I'm going to get soon." So they all realize if they have LDL cholesterol going up or blood pressure going up, they will move themselves into the stage 3. I told them, everybody, All the doctor, whole world is also measure the same thing. They measure the HbA1c, the hemoglobin, how many percent of blood sugar or glucose stuck to your hemoglobin. And you have 5.7 below, you're a normal person. 5.7, 6.4, you know what? You are a pre-diabetic. And during the pre-diabetic, the doctor will say, hey, you're pre-diabetic now. You have to change your lifestyle. You have to eat less sweet. You have to exercise, lower your weight. Now, all these, they hurt, but they will not do much because there's no much motivation. But this is really the time you really got to drink low sugar tea because it helps you lower your blood sugar, cholesterol, and your blood pressure. If you don't do this, and then you don't do anything, you don't change lifestyle, you know what? Stage 4, it will come in 2 to 3 years. And once you become stage 4, you are now to know a diabetic. The doctor she say you're now a diabetic, and your insurance goes up, everything goes up. Now you don't take care of yourself, you don't change, they're gonna start giving you medication, but your sugar will continue goes up. And really, at the end of the day, you have to drink more low sugar tea because even you don't drink low sugar tea, the sugar will continue goes up. You don't change lifestyle, and net result, it just go higher, more medication, higher, go medication. So really, it's not the thing you go this way. Now, if this is really become more and more serious, you have all kind of complications that come along, including heart attack, stroke, loss of memory, kidney problem, nerve problem, everything will be there. So you don't want to be in that stage. Now we're talking about low sugar. Why low sugar is so important? Because low sugar basically has two things in there. The guava leaves, which delay the absorption of sugar into the vessels. And then you have bitter melon, increase insulin sensitivity, take back the sugar to the cells. And then you have more fuel and energy for the cell now. So you feel good, but excess sugar, excess cholesterol, and salt will be taken out through urine. They remove it. And they also help you detox. So it lowers your 3 high, your blood sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure, plus detox. So that's why low sugar is so powerful. Now, really, at the end of the day, we don't want to just you drink low sugar tea simple. You really have to change your lifestyle. And we have 5 programs to help you to learn about changing your lifestyle. Basically, the 5 programs I included with your we teach you how to do low carb diet, low fat diet. It will also teach you about how to do exercise, 8 to 10,000 steps per day, weight control. Your BNI should be less than 23. If your BNI is very high, like 30, you got coming down to 20, and it will take time. You have to take work. If you don't work on it, it won't work. For me, it took 2 years to lower 20 pounds. Because each month you lower 1 pound, 1 pound, 1 pound. So really, at the end of the day, you cannot just do boom, but they will go back up if you don't, take care of it. So you gotta slowly take your weight down. And certainly with Dr. Webinar and also your daily blood sugar tracking, basically you have tracking with blood sugar, how it is, how many step your work, and how your diet control. Now, all that will come in. So that is so wonderful. Now, also, I have all these lectures here, which you can go back to listen. And you can basically put down www.youtube.com, and then you write down at CTTEAS LOWSUTEA/video. So if you do this, just type in your Google or your web able to basically write down this, you'll get into our webinar. We have 377 webinars. You can continue to look on your spare time. And where a lot of people actually understand this a little better and using our system, and even the A1C as high as 10%, they actually drop it down 5.7 or at least under 6, which is really nice. And they just drink 6 to 8 cups per day, assist them to lower the blood sugar. I mean, this is really, this is my last mission. I help a lot of people really lower the A1C, and they are very happy because the key is lower your A1C. So let's go down to the more detail. So why diabetic gut health is so important? Well, basically, the first thing is your gut play a very important role to manage your diabetic, because the nutrition absorption, does it absorb a lot of sugar? Does it help you to get insulin resistant? All that is come from your gut. Okay, so the gut is really the most important organ to basically the first entry of your sugar into your bloodstream. So the micro organism in your gut has trillions of them. They help you to digest the food and play a very important role. And this is called microbes. And this thing is help you to basically to absorb your nutrient and also help you on the metabolism, which the glucose, how to metabolize, and also improve your absorption of sugar, or also help you to control the sugar absorption. And if you have poor gut health, it linked to obesity and diabetes. So in other words, if your gut is not doing well, man, you're going to get obese, getting fat, and also diabetic can become, or you already in diabetic or getting worse, okay? So gut bacteria are very important. It helps you to break down and absorb a nutrient and regulate energy. So a healthy gut is very important, because with good gut health, you will control better your weight and control your blood sugar levels. So this is truly a very important understanding. You got to have better gut health. Now, you must say, gee, this is so, sort of beyond my thinking. I don't understand this. Well, let me dive a little bit and try to make it as simple thing as possible, a simple language to you. Now, all the bacteria, what bacteria does is actually help you break down the food. The bacteria is called a microbiome, and that's a trillion of them. And what it does is help you to break down the food and then absorb the nutrient. Plus, it produces this thing called short chain fatty acid, and help you to process food better. Plus, you also it has created potential inflammation if those bacteria don't really do well, and lead to chronic inflammation. In other words, if you have a lot of bacteria, but on the other hand, gut is not doing well, so you start getting inflammation in your gut, and eventually this inflammation, it impaired insulin sensitivity and affected your blood sugar regulation. So, this bacteria can be good for you, but also if you don't take care of it, they also cause problem for you. The problem comes is when these bacteria start leaking out beyond the gut, and it damaged the gut, and also it formed something bacteria byproducts, which is a bad bacteria, and these bacteria byproducts can leak into your bloodstream, which is cause the blood also start the vessels start inflamed, and net result, your whole body is start getting insulin resistant also. Now, also if you have that, you have problem with the changes of this bacteria. So some of this gut bacteria also have difficulty to digest your carbohydrate and fat. So net result, it lead to potential your high blood sugar and also the high fat. So all these are not really doing well if you don't take care of the proper microbiome, or better manage the bacteria. So really, the gut microbiome, gut bacteria is actually, if you do it well, it actually prevents these harmful bacteria to take over. And then net result, you have better strong immunity, and you will not have a lot of what's called insulin resistant, and the sugar absorb better. So net result, we're here talking about this bacteria you got to better manage. Although these bacteria are trillions of them, but you have to better manage how this trillion bacteria to use to your advantage. That's the key. So I know this is a very complicated subject, but I try to make it as simple as possible so you can understand it. So how do you do that? Probiotic will be working for you. Probiotic. And probiotic actually is, what is probiotic? Probiotic is some kind of live microorganism found in fermented food and supplement to better health. Now, you might heard of probiotic before because the yogurt and the kimchi. Yeah, a lot of people in Hawaii actually eat kimchi. Those are very strong, good probiotic that help you maintain balanced gut microbes, good, you can say good gut bacteria, and improve your digestion and then also your immunity. So probiotic, because they better improve your gut bacteria, so also improve your insulin sensitivity, decrease the potential inflammation in your gut, and also help you on your type 2 diabetic or your pre-diabetic. So this is why probiotic is so important. And if you have good probiotic, also help you on your bowel movement, because a lot of customers that who are elderly, they come back to me a lot of times say, I have a difficult to go bowel movement every day, and it's very uncomfortable. Well, that's probiotic definitely will help you too, to give you more help on your bacterial formation. Now, so you might ask to say, well, how probiotic help me on my blood sugar level? Now, you got to think about probiotic is the insulin receptors. And what it does is actually improve the insulin receptor efficiency. It boosts the blood sugar uptake into the cell. So probiotic actually help the insulin work better, get the sugar back to the cell. That is one of them, very important probiotic. Plus, it has also reduced systemic inflation. Remember earlier, the bacteria will grow certain size or certain number, it start inflaming your gut. And you inflame your gut, it might leak into a micro leak into the bloodstream. Then your whole body become inflamed, and then you have decreased your insulin sensitivity and also decrease your blood sugar into the system, and your whole problem is going to start. But with the probiotic, actually, you reduce the system, the whole blood, the body, and the gut will not inflame. So you low inflammation, you reduce insulin resistance in the body. That's the most important. And then it also support the the SCFA production, which is important. This short chain fatty acid that maintain the gut barrier and regulated the blood sugar so it won't leak much into the system, the bacteria leak. So that result, this is going to be really good. And also it give you a better gut hormone effect, a gut hormone to control the appetite, insulin secretion. All that probiotic is so important to help you giving all this effect. So probiotic is a very important thing for your gut health, basically. It enhance your insulin absorption of glucose to the blood cells or the blood sugar in the blood cells, and also give you less insulin resistance, and that is so important. So in research, they found out that because the probiotic actually improve your glycemic control, so net result, your A1C become better, your fasting blood sugar become better, and then also the insulin resistant, the score become better. And on top of that, the probiotic depends on what formula you use. It really help you to improve your glycemic effect. Your whole system of blood sugar is getting better. The use of blood sugar is getting better. And on top of that, if you have especially a probiotic and you have prebiotic, actually give you a better management of the diabetic management. Now, probiotic is the actual bacteria, good bacteria in your gut. The probiotic is the actual good bacteria to your guts to use to digest food. And the prebiotic is the one that is helping you grow better bacteria. Okay, where they're like the fertilizer, if you will, give you better growth. And so two things put together, you better basically have the whole outcome of better management of diabetic. So that is the really important message here. So net result, you have a dietary better in a sense of you have supported by the probiotic and also the pre-diabetic and probiotic actually get you better glycemic control. In other words, you better control your blood sugar absorption, less insulin resistant. So your A1C will become better, and your insulin resistance score will be better. So now you say, seeing all that, oh, well, what is the probiotic food? I don't really know what is the probiotic. In other words, the probiotic is the food already built in this, good bacteria in there. So one of them, very common, you can buy in the supermarket is yogurt. Now, yogurt already have some probiotic in there, so you should change. You should actually buy the unsweetened one and with live culture. So all those things has to actually refrigerated. Yeah. And another one that I think in Hawaii, which a lot of people would like, is kimchi. Kimchi has a fermented vegetable, it's spicy, and they all have also good probiotic in there. Another thing is sauerkraut. Okay, similar thing, especially by the unpasteurized sauerkraut, eat with your hot dog, whatever, and those are very good. Another one is actually in Hawaii will be very popular is miso soup. Miso soup. And this soup is already have certain probiotic in there, and they also can help you. So net result, I would suggest look at this and see what will be fit for you, and you will go from there to get the food, and that's going to help you. So probiotic food for diabetic diet is most important. Choose the one that is no sugar, and there's a lot of them is no sugar. And like for example, unsweetened yogurt are the one that is always a no sugar. And your serving size is about half a cup or to 1 cup daily fermented probiotic food. It will give you tremendous health benefit. And again, you would say where it come from. Well, it's very simple. You buy some probiotic sauce from kimchi. I think a lot of Hawaiian people like the kimchi, sauerkraut, miso soup. All those you can all type of probiotic can help you to basically provide you a variety of different probiotic. And then from there, you can actually take your blood sugar and see does your probiotic, after take the probiotic, really help you on your blood sugar, decrease your blood sugar and get you better blood sugar levels. So you can check which is the best for you. If you have an ability is real good, you can, after you take a lot of kimchi and say, wow, kimchi is really good for me. And some people will say, yoga is very good for me. Or sometimes we said miso soup is very good for me. So it all depends on the individual, really what is the best for them. Now, so generally the probiotic food are safe for most people, especially for type 2 diabetes. Most of them, they are actually safe, okay? But also, unfortunately, some of them will have some little bit mild symptom because after eating the probiotic, there's the bacteria will form a lot of gas, and so your stomach, your gut will gonna start getting bloating, and sometimes you have more gas passing. So it is okay. I mean, this is just symptom that commonly people have, but show that at least the probiotic is really working. Now, if you really have a very weak health, weak immunity, maybe you need to talk to a doctor before taking your probiotics. It's up to, because you want to make sure that everything you do is properly. And on top of that, you have to properly store your probiotics. So like for yogurt, you got to put it in the refrigerator. Especially the probiotic with live culture, you got to put it in the refrigerator. Don't buy the pasteurized one. So net result, you have all the full function. So really, at the end of the day, this is something that you got to do. The convenience of probiotic supplement versus just food is that the supplement, basically, you take the probiotic, you can have some probiotic pills or whatever that you can actually or the supplement It's easy to use. But food, you have to choose the right food. And so the provide right better food is actually also include vitamin, fiber, is a much more diversified nutrient. And on top of that, your diet, you basically, because you're now taking some diet with the compared with the supplement, you can basically have a very different experience of each of them. Like, for example, some people really like kimchi, okay, and that's good. Some people like yogurt, or you take probiotic pill now. So it's really up to you to say, hey, do I want something very convenient? Take some supplement, because there's some pill form in probiotic form, or I just take food, it will be just as good. So it's really something as your choice to make it convenient. But I think majority, a lot of people now, as I know, they seem to like just the food, as actually seems like help them more, not help them more, but more on the food intake. They think that would be much better than just taking probiotic pills, supplement pill. Now, we talk about two things. There are two things which we have mentioned, but maybe not mentioned enough. Now, the first thing is probiotic. Well, probiotic is the gut bacteria inside the body, and you can relate it is they're the gardener, and they enrich the soil for all these bacteria, and they will be help you to ensure your gut of healthy with many different bacteria, that the trillion bacteria, to help you the digestive system, so you can continue good digestion. So these will be something like yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut, miso soup. These are all probiotics, okay, probiotic. Now, I had earlier talked about prebiotics. Now, pre-diabetic, you can count it as one is give you tremendous amount of fibers, nourish or benefit the bacteria. In other words, it help the bacteria to grow more and better. So what I'm saying here is, if you can put probiotic together and prebiotic, man, you are going to get a better bacterial growth. Now, the probiotic will give you all the natural good bacteria, but to grow more natural good bacteria, you need the prebiotic, and they will help you to fertilize your gut, and to give you more better bacteria. And what are those prebiotics? It's like fruits, berries, apples, banana, vegetable like onion, garlic, asparagus, whole grain like oats, berries, barley, or legume will be chicken peas, lentils, and beans. So basically, you need both items. If you can get both items together, now you have a powerful combination. Okay, so it will be encouraging you not only take probiotic, but you can also take prebiotics. So that way your gut will be very nicely combined with both good bacteria, and you have nutrient to grow more of these good bacteria. So probiotic provide initial good bacteria, so it's all there. But the prebiotic is to feed and support the growth of this bacteria, promoting more good microbiome, more good bacteria. Now, the benefit you combine the two, why this is so good, is because it improves the insulin sensitivity, better blood sugar control, potential give you benefit to the individual who are pre-diabetic or diabetes. Most important, also beside control, give you better blood sugar control, it reduces the inflammation of your gut, which is potentially give you really chronic problem if your inflammation in the gut. And then also help you on the digestion, nutrition absorption, and also help you on better immune, make you have a stronger immune system. So really, probiotic and prebiotics really is a very powerful synergy to help you on your gut. And so what we're saying here is don't just take probiotic, but enhance it with also the prebiotic, which is like the vegetable you're eating, the salad you're eating, the apples you're eating, blackberries you're eating. Wow, all these add together. Now you have a really good system to grow your good bacteria. Now, doing all that, you still need to get some low sugar tea, because basically you add the low sugar tea in there, which you drink 6 to 8 cups a day. You need all these food add together. It help you a better weight management, a digestion, and overall health. Plus, it lower your blood sugar, lower your cholesterol, and lower your salt, which in turn lower your blood pressure. All that, your 3 high will be lower. If your 3 high being lower, you know what the benefit? You have all the risk of the complication will be substantial decrease. So net result, you're going to be a much better health, and that will be really help you a long way to give you a much better when you have always normal level of blood sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure, the risk of you having all the future complication is substantial decrease. And that's what you got to do. As you know why that happened, so we'll talk about the guava leaves, the decreased blood sugar get into the your bloodstream, and the bitter man increase the insulin sensitivity, take the sugar into the cells, so more fuel, excess sugar, cholesterol, and blood and salt will be removed from urine. So you go urine a lot more, and you get rid of the sugar, cholesterol, and salt, and your 3 high will come down, and you will take care of high sugar, blood pressure, and bad cholesterol. You will become a more risky person for getting all your problem in the future of diabetic complication, or your pre-diabetes will not really move yourself to a diabetic stage. So, in conclusion today, I think I now give you a fairly good idea why you take probiotic and why you gotta take prebiotic foods. Now, the probiotic food is actually provide you initially with very, very good bacteria that support your gut health. So you can better control your blood sugar and also induce inflammation, increase the insulin sensitivity instead of resist the insulin resistant. Especially if you're type 2 diabetic or you're pre-diabetic, you gotta do that. And the prebiotics is feed and support your growth of these good bacteria, which is the products such as fruits, green vegetable like apple and lettuce, whatever. So you gotta feed a lot more, and so if both you eat it, you now have a very powerful combination to help you to improve better blood sugar and your less insulin resistance, and that result you have better healthy gut. And on top of that, the microbes, which is the good bacteria, if you have a lot of good fermented food plus the prebiotic, you get more healthy growth of those bacteria, and the metabolic function, digestion of your gut, all the food, absorbing of it will be so much better. Now, importantly is now you have to look at it, and now we'll give you this information. So now you have to go out to look at, hey, what will be best for me? Do I eat more yogurt every day, which is unsweetened yogurt now? And so you have to select, or do I eat more kimchi? That kind of stuff that will help me. So, and then definitely I need to get more prebiotics. So I need more fruit and also vegetable. So really at the end of the day, now you got to continue being educated what food and selection, and help you to be successful, integrate those probiotic and also your prebiotic to help you to enhance your whole gut bacteria. So really more important, you have to ask yourself, do I use food source or should I use supplement to make sure that I can sustain this, gut health? So this is something that you have to look in, but at least today, there's two things to help you. The probiotics food, which is something like yogurt and all that. And then you have prebiotic food, which is like the vegetable, which is the prebiotic is the enhancer to grow your bacteria. So now you, at least in basic, these two things you can continue to select to choose which is doing better. If you can have a ability to measure your blood sugar, you can try it and see which is give you more result. So that will be another good way to check. So today's seminar will be to give you an eye-opener in the sense that now we have probiotic and prebiotic, what will be helping you to better control your diabetes, better control your blood sugar, and give you less insulin resistance and give you better gut health. So I hope this helped you a lot to understand. If you have any question, write to me, Andy@wahfong.com, ANDY@WAHFONG.com, or give me a WhatsApp, area code 852-6792-8891, area code 852-6792-8891. So, I think we have more and more good webinar to give you more information about how to manage your pre-diabetic and diabetes. I hope all this information can help you to better understand. Actually, there's a lot of things to talk about. And it's really good because at the end of the day, all these things is help you to control your blood sugar, you prevent you to get high cholesterol, high blood pressure, high blood sugar, so you decrease all the potential medical complication that will be make your health is going to be not so healthy and will be increase your tremendous amount of medical costs, which we don't want. So we want to help you with all these knowledge, can lower your medical costs and you can be healthy and eventually see that all your grandchildren growing up, you're going to live long time and less medical problem to give you enjoy life. All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time listening to my lecture. I hope you will continue to think about how can I do better probiotic and get prebiotic so you can able to get better health. Take care. Thank you.